What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Fandom Fights. It's the Fall Teams Tournament, round number 1. Exciting stuff going on today. We got Fringe benefits, the number 6 seed, Thomas Eanes, Nazario Montenegro, going up against the number 11 seed, Guns and Ships. That's Albert and Boatman. Interesting. This should tell you how close this team's tournament is. Fringe benefits is the number 6 seed. Their record is 2-2. Guns and Chips is the 11 seed. Their record is 2-3, which shows you how little seeding might matter throughout this tournament. But either way, it should be exciting. Cameron Holtzman is on the desk with me. How you doing, Cameron?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm excited for this match. Like, don't let the seeding or the record of Guns and Ships fool you. They're a team that 2 of their losses are to the Knights of Ren in the title match, and to a team that then went on to play for the title. And I don't remember who else there was. But yeah, like this is going to be a good match. And then Fringe Benefits played an insane match against Manhattan in their debut. Had a couple other great matches, and yeah.
Great. Awesome. Well, enough from us. Let's hear what the teams have to say in the promos right now.
All right. Round 1 teams tournament. Here we go. This is not a 2-3 team above me right now. It's not. I mean, they are clearly much better than their record. They gave Knights of Ren hell in the title match, and we only lost against Wookiee because Albert played from a car, and Bowman had a lot of Warzone stuff to prep for, and it's always tough trying to balance 2 divisions if you're a 2-division player. So we're coming into this tournament very underseeded, very hungry, and ready to make some noise. We got Fringe Benefits on the other side. I should know about them very well because they almost beat Koho and me in our first match. However, we are the better team. We are more well-rounded, and I think we're going to come out of today with a win. What do you guys think?
If you're going to talk about the benefits of a J.J. Abrams show, why would you bring up the benefits of Fringe? There are other J.J. Abrams shows. Benefits of Lost benefits. That's what your team should have been called.
I just want to say I made that thing when I thought Koho was managing. So Koho's not managing, so he's just there now. And I could have put our faces on the Hobbits, but I decided to pick Maze Runner for some reason. I don't know why, but there you go.
Can I be... I won't say a character name.
Matters Megeth Man. Let's play.
First of all, how dare you try to bash a show starring the great John Noble? I'm sorry, it's fantastic.
Who plays a character in Lord of the Rings that we will not mention because it can be a question.
Oh, Nazario, where's the team shirts, man? Like, I've been waiting for that for like 3 weeks. I don't understand what's going on.
This is the thing. They made us one, but we don't like it.
I know. Well, they don't give you the option to put it in a jumpsuit, like a prison or jail. I mean, we could do orange.
Also, I have to sell my merch. Buy our shit.
Buy the shit. Let's do it.
I'm very tired. Let's just go.
Cameron, a couple things I noticed. Albert, a digital artist, perhaps, unbeknownst to all of us, but now I'm learning these things. And Fringe Benefits seems here equally to play and also to sell merchandise. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, this was some interesting promos. I have a feeling I'm going to spend the entire rest of this match just staring at the background of Albert's screen, trying to see as many details as I can on that picture. I know it's not the first time he did it because he made one against Menchaca at one point for somebody. But yeah.
Fantastic. Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see how the match goes. Let's get into the match right now. Here's how it's going to work. We'll start with round 1. That's where most people start, when you're playing the match. Round number 1 is going to work like this. You'll get 10 questions in the round of Fandom Fights. You'll have 15 seconds to write your answer down. At the end of 15 seconds, say pens down. You will reveal your answer and say it aloud. Should anyone get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, you will receive a bonus question. Each team will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Any questions will be get in round number 1 from the team?
What if you say pens down, but I'm using a marker?
Then you legally get to fight Twohig in virtual combat.
We can do that anyway. All right. Hit him with the first question, Cameron.
Absolutely. Your first question will come in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Batman 89?
Oh,
The audible groan and sigh upon hearing the category versus
That was like
the joy.
I felt like-
hearing the question.
I feel like people forget about that moment that just happened, but I feel like it should be pretty iconic. But
0 to 100 real quick.
one, pens down. Start that way.
Danny Elfman.
Nazario,
Danny Elfman.
Boatman,
The Tim Burton movie. I wonder who it could be. Danny Elfman.
and Ethan.
Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman is correct. Points all around. Your second question comes in the category of the MCU. Name 3 characters other than Captain America who are on Team Cap in Captain America Civil War. I hear you have rough MCU takes, Holtzman. That is someone else saying that. I don't know that I believe that, but where does this one fit?
Here's the thing is, I think this one is like mid-tier. Like, I think it's around the like 8 to 12 range on an
Correct.
MCU
Number
ranking.
5.
The most important thing is that it's higher than the worst MCU movie, Thor.
Pens down. We will start with Mario.
What'd you say?
Nazario.
Oh, the Falcon, Ant-Man, and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Boatman. I'll tell you.
Hitman, Hawkeye, and Bucky.
Ian's
Wanda Maximoff, Ant-Man, and Falcon.
and Albert.
Wanda Maximoff, Ant-Man, Falcon.
All correct. I was laughing because it did not sound like Nazario said Falcon. It sounded like he said something else.
I wonder.
Points all around. What's the next question, Cameron?
Next question comes in the category of Worlds of DC. In Shazam, Billy escapes Savannah at the end of their first fight in what kind of location?
So this category has gone through several name changes thanks to studio interference and whatnot. What would you name? It's getting a third name. We had the DCEU, Worlds of DC.
I think we go back to DCEU, but it's the Dumpster Cinema Entertainment Universe.
5, 4, 3. I approve. 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Boatman.
Let's go to the mall.
Ian's.
Mall.
Albert.
Shopping mall.
And Nazario.
Yeah, I don't have that. I said like subway tracks.
Mall, shopping mall is correct. The guns and ships will take the first lead, 6 to 5. As we get to your next question, which comes in the category of Pixar. What Pixar film contains a voice cast including Carrie Washington, Nathan Fillion, and Armie Hammer?
I have a lot of history with naming one of these 3 performers.
You did.
I famously incorrectly did it once. There's another match that I think will air before this one where I finally correctly gave this person's name.
Sure. That is Fringe Benefits first repeat. The question again, which Pixar film contains a voiced cast including Carrie Washington, Nathan Fillion, and Armie Hammer? Just the other night, I was watching match, and they asked a question, and you were like, this is the answer, and I know because I messed it up a lot before. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I think it was the match that we filmed yesterday. And then a different person in the match where I famously messed this up has trouble remembering the person who I thought this was.
2, 1, pens down. That's true. That also happened. We will start with Eanes.
I said Cars 2.
Albert.
Cars 3.
Nazario.
I didn't know Carrie Washington was in Cars 3.
And Boatman.
Cars 3.
Cars 3. is the correct answer. I believe she's like a news lady or something, like a news car.
And she's not Carrie Russell. They are different
That's
people.
also true. So Guns takes the 8-6 lead as we get to the next question, Cameron.
Which will come in the category of DreamWorks. How does Melman plan to sacrifice himself in Madagascar Escape to Africa?
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you put a 2 there.
Well, it also doesn't make sense. Like, they're saying escape to Africa, but they were in Madagascar, which is already in Africa.
That's also a good point. That's an excellent point, Cameron. What is wrong with this movie?
They are escaping to Africa
4,
from Africa.
3, 2,
Where is Toto?
1. Hands down. I'll start with Albert.
Jumps into a volcano.
Nazario.
Jump in a volcano?
Boatman.
Throws himself into a volcano.
And Beans.
I did not have that.
Jumps into a volcano is correct.
I assume you'll throw himself into a volcano. Correct.
Yeah.
You know, same thing.
Just wanted to make sure.
Guns and Chips has the 10-7 lead.
Are there
As we
many
get-
volcanoes in Africa?
What?
There's at least one, according to Madagascar, too.
Your next question comes in the category of James Bond. How does Tatiana kill Rosa Klebb in From Russia with Love? This one has a theme song, but
I've actually seen this one, too.
there you go. Did you like the song?
I did. It's not my favorite Bond song, but it's also not the Madonna one. So
That's also true. That's usually a win. But
you know,
Four.
some days you're Adele, some days you're Madonna.
1 pens down. We will start with Nazario.
Poison.
Boatman.
I said shoots her.
East.
With the gun, shoots.
And Albert.
I said using a poison blade.
Shoots her with a gun. She does use a gun. So yes, we will accept.
Seriously?
We will accept the Eanes and Boatman. So that is correct. Point apiece. As we get to the next question, Cameron.
Which will come in the category of fandom quotes. Which horror icons character said the quote, "Now that the films have ended, the genie's out of the bottle. That's what the nightmares are telling me, and that's what I'm writing."
We can talk about this question next question, but I like this question.
And now that we're done asking the question about James Bond, once again, I will say, when in doubt, if we're asking how somebody got murdered in a James Bond movie, harpoon gun.
That's also true. I might just accept that for everything in the future. But
It just became a joke because I was studying it with Scully one time. It came up a weird amount.
hands down, it does happen a lot. Boatman.
Wes Craven.
Eanes.
Wes Craven.
Albert.
Wes Craven.
And Nazario.
Wes Craven.
Wes Craven is correct. Clean sweep. Guns leads 13-10. As we get to the next question, which is in the category of Marvel. Which Marvel film features the characters Todd, Frank D'Amico, and Katie Doma?
You broke up on that second name. Can you?
Sure, I got you. Which Marvel film features the characters Todd, Frank D'Amico, and Katie Doma? So I feel like I think it's a lot more interesting than it actually is, but like I put character last time on the question, even though like Wes Craven was playing himself. No one
I mean,
seems
he's still a character.
Yeah, no, he is, but like no one seems
Because like he's not he's playing fictional Wes Craven.
this is true.
Like
No one was like, "Oh, you trickster, you."
because like if they were playing real versions of themselves, then Heather Langenkamp should be very sad about her state as a parent.
Fun. Pens down. Start with Ian's.
Kick ass.
Albert.
Kick-ass.
Nazario.
Kick-ass.
And Boatman.
I'm worried it was going to be the sequel, but kick-ass.
Kick-ass is correct.
Right there with
Frank died in the first one. Wasn't in the second one. Clean sweep. I believe Boatman is the only one remaining perfect as we get to the penultimate question. What is it, Cameron?
Your penultimate question will come in the category of a Disney animation.
Good shit.
In The Jungle Book, Colonel Happy is what type of animal?
You ever been a colonel? Who's your favorite colonel?
Sanders.
That's the answer. That's the correct answer.
We're looking good.
It's look, man made some good chicken.
What are the
Quote the
secrets?
late great Colonel Sanders. I'm too drunk to taste
There's
this.
11 of them, herbs and spices. But 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Albert.
Elephant.
Nazario.
Elephant.
Boatman.
Elephant.
And Eames.
I said monkey 8.
Elephant is correct. Guns gets another point there as they go up 17 to Fringe's 13. As we get to the final question, if Mr. Boatman hits this question, it will be a perfect round. He will receive a bonus question. But the question comes in the category of Disney live action. Name 2 of the 3 actresses who play a witch in Oz the Great and Powerful. So I saw this movie. He wasn't all that great, nor was he kind of just lied about a lot of stuff. Didn't have a whole lot of power.
No.
Misleading title.
I will say, much like the original Wizard of Oz, it's consistent in that it lies to you in thinking that it's going to be good.
3,
and
2, 1. Pens down.
Repeat.
I think
I
heard. I think it got cut off for me. Cameron, did you?
Yeah, I think I heard.
Okay.
It.
I'm going to give Fringe their second repeat. So the repeat again. Name 2 of the 3 actresses who play a witch in Oz the Great and Powerful.
I will say, I'm pretty sure my Letterboxd review of this movie made Scully mad, not because it was like too mean or offensive or anything. It was just a really dumb pun, and Scully gets mad when I make really bad puns.
He is shaking. He is confirming. 5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2,
Follow me on
1.
Letterboxd.
Pens down. We will start with Nazario.
Michelle Williams and Mila Kunis.
Boatman.
Michelle Williams, Mila Kunis.
Eanes.
Mila Kunis, Michelle Williams.
And Albert.
Same one. Michelle Williams and Mila Kunis.
All
Yeah.
correct. And with that,
No
Mr.
respect for
Boatman-
Rachel Weisz.
No respect for Rachel Weisz. But with that, Caleb Boatman gets a perfect first round. He will receive a bonus question. Mr. Boatman, this question will come to you and only to you once I find it. My computer is loving me right now. It is responding to every command I give it with efficiency, and it's not lagging at all. There it is. All right. Mr. Boatman, your bonus question. And we will need you to say final answer.
Okay.
Name every J.J. Abrams directed fandom film to feature Carrie Russell.
Are you serious right now? Nice.
I knew this was a bonus question, and we were talking about it before.
You can blame me. I didn't know this was the question, and so
You can,
I brought it up.
you can give him like an extra option or something if you.
No one said it like out loud. Yes, but we will give a little bit of extra time.
Yeah.
No one said that. No one. We didn't even mention Kerry Washington was the thing. That's inside knowledge you need to have to know what we were talking about.
Yeah.
All right. 5, 4.
Mission Impossible 3, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, final answer.
That is correct for the bonus question.
Nice.
So, with that, Guns and Chips continuing their streak of round one tournament, round one successes. Gets their score up to 20 to Fringe benefits 15. Is that what you have, Cameron?
That is what I have.
Great. So, without any further ado, we'll get into round number 2. Here's how round number 2 is going to work. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each team will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You will get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you would like to check down to multiple choice, in which case they will only be worth 1. There's stealing. That's an important thing. I almost forgot to say it. Steal it. If you missed the other team, they could get it right. Guns and Chips, you are in the lead. Your wheel today is Fandom Oscars, Worlds of DC, Scores and Soundtracks, Pixar, Horror Icons, MCU, Mission Impossible, and DC. Guns and Chips, would you like to spin first or defer?
Can we bring Scully in, please?
Yes, you can.
Hello.
Do we want to defer, or do we want to go for it? I don't care.
I think this is a solid wheel for you guys, so I say we go second.
Okay.
All right. Sounds decided. That means Fringe benefits. This will be your first spin.
Can you bring our manager Scully in, please?
Lands on Horror Icons.
Sure. Sure, take it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Great.
No hesitation.
That was good. All right. Cameron, would you like to give them their questions in the category of Horror Icons?
Not yet. Okay, now I would. Yes. And to wait to get some questions. All right, Fringe benefits. Your first question in the category of horror icons. Josh Hartnett plays Laurie Strode's son in which Halloween film?
H2O.
H2O, 20
Halloween.
years.
Halloween H2O final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. In Friday the 13th, Part 3, Chris shows Debbie her room, which has what in place of a bed?
It's a hammock. A hammock?
Go for it.
Final answer?
Go.
That is correct for 2 points. In A Nightmare on Elm Street, who is the first person that Freddy kills?
It's Tina.
I was thinking Tina, but are we sure it's not a trick?
No, it's not a trick. Tina
Final
final
answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
I mean, he killed like 20 children or something, or messed with 20 children, so we don't know.
In the movie.
At the start of Halloween 2018, while at the asylum, what does Aaron pull from his bag to try and provoke Michael to speak?
It's his mask, so I'm not even going to go more specific. Just Michael Myers' mask. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. With what type of weapon is Jason killed in Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday?
It's a
the end?
dagger. It's
like a knife dagger that has to be wielded by a family member.
Knife dagger. Final answer. Knife/dagger. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right. So
But it has to be wielded by a family member.
it does. Yes, this is true. So at the end of their round 2, Fringe benefits sweeping 10 for 10 gets their score up to 25 as we bring back in the wheel and Mr. Scully for Guns and Chips. Guns and Chips, this is your first spin. Hands on DC.
I think we can do better.
I think there's better stuff for us on there. It's not bad, but I think there's better stuff, so I think we're safe spinning again.
You feel good about that, Albert?
Mm-hmm. Let's spin again.
Okay.
Because now that horror is out of the way.
Right. This is your second spin. Lands on opponent's choice. So, Fringe benefits. I will remove Mr. Scully. Fringe benefits. What category would you like to give Guns and Chips? I can read them again if you would like.
They just went away from DC. You want to just give them
Too bad we took out horror icons, huh?
No. I say we give them DC.
Let me see. Are you sure? Like, well, it's not gonna be Pixar.
It's either DC or Worlds of DC, in my opinion.
DC is more open, I guess.
DC.
Alrighty. Guns and Ships, you have been given the category of DC for your round number 2. I will read you your questions. Are you prepared?
Yeah, I feel good.
All right. Your first question. Peter Stormare cameos at the end of which DC film?
Constantine, right?
Is that right? I cannot picture his face. But...
He's the devil in Constantine.
Okay, yeah.
Constantine, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
He's also the devil while not in Constantine.
Your second question. Who is talking to the Joker in the interrogation room before leaving him alone with Batman in The Dark Knight?
Is that Harvey?
No, it's definitely not Harvey because Harvey's
Gordon?
tied up. I assume it's Gordon.
Okay, let's go with that then.
4. 3.
Commissioner Gordon, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. Your third question. What type of location is Joe, played by Morgan Freeman, in when we first see him in Red?
Do you know?
Morgan Freeman. I cannot remember.
All right, we'll go multiple choice.
All right. Yep. Okay. All right. Your multiple choice options. Is it A, retirement home, B, hospital, C, courthouse, D, underground bunker?
Might be retirement home.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. So do you want to go for it?
Let's go with that.
A, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point and a tie game. Your penultimate question in DC. What does Hal do to get Hector Hammond to spare Carol's life at the end of Green Lantern?
Talk it out. What do you remember? Any details or?
I cannot think of anything.
All right, we'll go multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice option is it A, gives him the ring, B, summons Parallax, C, tells him about the yellow power of fear, or D, kidnaps Senator Hammond?
Which sounds familiar to you?
Might be A.
Okay. You want to go for it?
Yeah, let's go with that.
A, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. And the lead, as we get to your final question in DC. In Superman Returns, the first time Lois sees Superman is when he saves her from what kind of trouble?
Isn't it a plane crash, or am I mixing?
Yeah,
up?
it's the plane crash thingy. He saves the plane.
Plane crash. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points and a clean sweep of DC. We now have a score of Guns and Chips with 28 to Fringe Benefits 25. Is that what you have, Cameron?
That is what I have.
Great. Well, without any further ado, we'll move right along into round number 3. Here's how round number 3 is going to work. It is the betting round. Everyone loves it. No one hates it. It's everybody's favorite. You can ask around. You'll get 5 more
I would
questions.
marry the betting round.
You'll get 5 more questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each team can bet anywhere between 0 to 2 points on each question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. You'll have to choose one person to take the first question. The other will have to take the second. Same for 3 and 4, and teams can confer on the 5th and final question. Your first, or any questions as we get into round number 3? Alrighty. Your first category for which you can bet points on is scores and soundtracks.
You want me to take it, Albert?
You feel confident with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, boat. I say you take this.
All right, I'll take it.
What are you thinking, Thomas?
I think I'm gonna take it. Return of the Jedi.
Because of the Ewoks?
You
Yeah.
can take me out, Twohig.
Gotcha.
I mean, the Ewoks were cute, but they suck.
It depends.
Fine. Go
I
Ewoks.
think they were cannibals. To believe it or not, I think they literally. ate
That's
some-
actually pretty cool. Okay, they're not that bad.
It's
Oh,
weird,
yeah.
but I was having a very similar conversation at work today, so that just threw me off a lot. So it's looked like Boatman and Eanes will be taking it. Boatman, how many points will you be betting?
2.
And Eanes. All right. So your question is scores and soundtracks. What band sings the title song for the Bond film A View to a Kill? This is just another way to say you witnessed a murder.
Yeah.
Clever boy.
That's a less cooler title, dude.
James Bond will return, and I watched people die.
I saw it. It happened. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll get answers starting with Eanes.
Yeah, a much different film with a ICP opening.
Magnets. Where do they work?
And Boatman.
Top tier Bond song, Duran Duran.
Duran Duran is the correct answer. Guns and Chips will gain 2 points. Fringe benefits bet 0, so they will stay right where they are. As we get to the next question, which is in what category, Cameron?
Is in the category of DreamWorks animation.
You got
Okay.
a better shot than I do.
Works your dreams.
I mean,
So
Do you talk first? Do we talk first? How does this work?
We talked first last time, so you guys go first.
yeah,
okay. I know maybe, people like a lot when Marty goes to 1955 to meet his parents, but I actually like when he goes to the future. That is the part I love most about the trilogy. But what do you think?
But you can't knock the original. I mean,
Is this talk relating to the
I think
I assume this is some sort of code.
so I'm thinking that
Okay.
Caleb. Wait, no, sorry, not Caleb. Albert's going to take this. So yeah, I think you guys are fine.
Yeah, I say go Little Miss Sunshine with it.
So, Caleb, are you thinking Empire Strikes Back or?
Oh, I mean, I was thinking Little Miss Sunshine if you really want to, but if you want to Empire, that's fine.
Paul Dano. Paul.
I'm confused, but we will get back starting with Albert
I'm also confused. 1.
and Nazario.
That's right, too.
All right. What is the question, Cameron?
Your question in DreamWorks. In home, what kind of animal does Tip have as a pet?
Thought we might get another. Oh. But it didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be fitting if there was an O.
That's the name of a thing.
Because this movie is very lazy with how it names its characters.
Agreed. Yep. You know what's a really
You
lazy
guys
movie?
ever asked what Tip's full name is? Because I feel like you should at some point.
It's yeah.
Pitch Perfect 3 is the laziest movie I've ever seen. Just so everyone knows. 5, 4,
I mean, I
Three.
don't necessarily disagree.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll get answers starting with Albert
Pitch Perfect 2 is worse, but it's cat.
and Nazario.
Is that a cat?
It is a cat, Nazario. I think its name is like Pig or something.
Yes.
But yeah. it's a cat. So,
Oh, shit.
Fringe
I
benefits.
knew it
will
all
be
along.
Guns and Chips will gain 1. It is now math. It is now 31 to 27.
Yeah.
Yep.
As we get to the third category, which is Marvel. The regular kind.
Albert, you feel good?
I feel okay.
Yeah, boat. I say Albert goes 2 here.
All right.
What do you think, Nazario?
What do you
You or
think?
me?
What?
I said, who do you think? You or me?
Whatever you want.
Do you feel more comfortable in this, or would you feel better in a different category? Because
I mean, if they give me Disney animation or
Yeah.
Pixar, I would love that. But if they give me Bond, I'm fucked. So I don't know.
make a call.
Fuck it, you take it.
All right, I'll take it. Let's go.
Okay. Who do you like, Loki? Do you like Ultron or do you like Thanos?
Everyone loves Thanos. Come on.
Nah, I mean he's fine, but he did 2 moves.
Starting to think these are not related.
I'm going Loki. Let's do it. Let's just come on.
All right, great.
Mike.
Looks like
Come
Albert
on.
and Eanes will be taking it. We'll get it bets starting with Eanes. And Albert.
2.
All right, your question, Marvel. How does Doc Ock destroy his fusion device at the end of Spider-Man 2? Did they miss out on calling this Spider-Man 2 Furious or 2 Spider-Man 2 Furious?
I mean, I don't think so. As much as I think that every sequel should have the naming convention of to whatever.
I agree.
Like, I appreciate the title Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. But To Mama, To Mia was right there.
That's great. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat the
1.
question.
Pens down. Oh, all right. I heard it. So that is Fringe's last repeat. Your question again. How does Doc Ock destroy his fusion device at the end of Spider-Man 2?
So I think if you were to do that, though, because like it was Fast and Furious, you have to break the original title. So it would be like 2 Spider, 2 Man.
Yeah, okay. I don't like it as much now. 2 Pitch, 2 Perfect. I recently watched the Pitch Perfect.
The Pitch and the Perfect Tokyo Drift is my favorite, personally.
Good one.
How about hand 2 cocks?
5, 4, 3,
2 Kong, 2 Skull Island.
1. Hands down. We will get answers starting with Eanes.
I didn't know how specific. I just said electrical current, electricity, electrical current.
And Albert.
I said he sinks it into the river.
And your winner, Guns and Ships. The correct answer was he drowns it in the river. Sinks it in the river was correct. So Guns and Ships comes out with the win there. Cameron Holtzman, thoughts on the match?
Yeah, this was insane. 33 points in 3 rounds from Guns and Ships is impressive. Fringe also doing really well, putting up 25, which on any other day probably can win you a match. But like Boat and Albert, I think Boat missed nothing. I think Albert missed 1 question, and like they were on their game tonight, and Fringe was just unfortunately on the other side of them.
They were on their game too, but yeah, no, they just happened to be a crowd. We'll start with our unfortunate losers today. Fringe benefits. Fringe benefits. As Cameron just pointed out, you played great. You played a match that would win against other teams. You just happened to play a team.
That is actually par for the course for us. We always score over 25 points.
Yeah.
But Thomas, the fuck, man? That was an easy question.
Look, man, I thought they were talking about the chip and like electricity hit the chip and like I don't know. I wasn't thinking of the actual device that he obviously pulls into the water that's going to show up in the MCU, like his departure from Marvel to the MCU and multiverse. I'm assuming we'll find out if I'm right later, but they played great, man. I can't even be mad. Like Boatman with the perfect round. Like I'm not mad at the way we played either. It's just they were on top of their game. I mean, there's nothing else I can say.
I mean, I can be a little mad.
True.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're a little.
Why our shit?
Buy their shit. Also, we probably won't see you guys till next year. And any teams you want to throw a challenge out to, I'm thinking of a matchup we can do, but I won't tell you right now.
Fandom rank. They are not paying royalties for that name.
Well, shit.
That'll be a fun
Doesn't one of
matchup.
them work? Doesn't one of them co-run your channel?
Hey, we'll be back. Look, we'll be back. We're happy to see Kingsman team move forward in the tournament. Obviously, I don't know. You'll see us again.
Awesome. Indeed, we will. Thank you today. Good job today, guys. We'll see you next time for sure. But right now, let's talk to our winners today. Guns and Ships. Guys, if we could just do, if we had a title match in round one of a tournament, you guys would win every time, because apparently round one tournaments is where you don't miss questions. Insane match. Literally, Holtzman said it. Collectively, you guys only missed one question. How you feeling? I'll tell you who you're playing in a second, but I want to know, immediate thoughts.
First, I just want to shout out Eames and Nazario. They played great. They played really well. I think Albert and I were just firing on all cylinders tonight, which feels good, and I really like that. Albert played great. I feel really good. I don't get a lot of perfect rounds in I don't get a lot of questions right in Fandom, so it felt good to do that. I think my favorite thing is honestly a round two, because a round two, it wasn't like we swept it, but it was a team effort. There was stuff I knew, there was stuff Albert knew. It was us working together, which is what I think round two should be. It should be teams, and that's what it was for Horror Icons with Nazario and Eames as well. I'm just saying, I feel good about that it wasn't just Albert taking it or me taking it. We were working together. I like that. Maybe that's a lame thing to point out.
No, I agree. That's an excellent point. I agree 100%. Albert, how are you feeling?
And the fact that we did this well on opponent's choice feels good.
Agreed.
Yeah, teamwork. That's why it's called Fandom Fights Teams, right? So, I'm great. Both Nazario and Eames played great. We just played better today. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's next for us.
Speaking of, you'll be moving on to round two. This is a tournament. You do that coming into it. So round number two, we'll see you face either the number 14 seed Enter the Dragon Zord or the number 3 seed Necronomicon. Which team would you prefer? Which team do you think you might see? Thoughts on that revelation? Scully, there appears to be some emotion on your face. What are you thinking?
Well, I know one thing.
I thought we were. I know you want to go to Scully. I thought we were facing a much tougher team in round two, so I'm a little happier. Nothing against those two teams, but I'm just saying, I thought we were going to face the top tier.
Here's the thing. We know if it's RJ and Nico, that's both great guys have had a lot of success as well. Maybe not on their record as success, but it put up a lot of points, good good accuracy, and we know that we can beat them. And we know that the last time Necro walked into a match against the Kingsman team, they walked out with their tails between their legs. So this is the team right here that no one's talking about that we all should be talking about, because this is one of the most dangerous teams in the league, and they can run through this tournament much like every other contending team in this division can. This is a dangerous team. The fact that the Spinners, this was essentially Spinners' opponent's choice flipped from round one. They got their strength. They gave us DC on opponent's choice, which statistically might have been our worst category, but we still went perfect in that. And we bet well in round three, and that's a complete game. We played a complete game. Every other team in this tournament, including my team, me and Koho, should be really scared to face Guns and Ships down the pipeline.
Yeah, no, I agree. I echo everything you said, and it will be very exciting when we see Guns and Ships in round number two, and we look forward to it. Cameron, maybe some final thoughts. Guns and Ships chances going forward. What are you thinking?
If Guns and Ships continues to play the way they did today, everyone in this tournament should be very afraid because they put up an insane performance in this match, and I'm sure they will continue to play great moving forwards. And Thomas Scully, as a manager, following in the Kaleb Koho tradition of turning a conversation about the team he's managing into a conversation about his past successes. Yeah.
Great. Well, with that, thank you for watching this exciting episode. Check out all the other tournament matches. Big tournament going on. I've said tournament like 20 times. This match alone, you should know there's a tournament happening. But thank you to
What's
Guns and
happening?
Chips. It's a tournament. Thank you to Guns and Chips. Thank you to Fringe Benefits. Thank you to Cameron. We'll see you all next time in another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.